Hi, I'm Lisa Elle, and if you want to be my next guest on Kicking Financial Assets, make sure to click the link below. And thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Kicking Financial Assets. I'm your host, Lisa Elle, and today I'm here with Trevor Johnson from BullsEye Recruitment. He is a recruitment specialist. Welcome, Trevor. How are you today?
Lisa, I'm fantastic. So excited to be here.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
So today we want to talk about systems for hiring the best team, and you are just the person to chat about all things recruitment and why it's so important to have great people around you in your team and in your business and in your life in general, really.
Absolutely.
Like you could probably give tips on relationships too, right? So we want to talk about
That's a separate service.
That's a separate service. We charge extra for that. So start back at the beginning. How did you get started in the recruitment industry?
Well, Lisa, when I was a wee baby, no, just 26 years ago, Lisa, I started in recruitment of accounting and finance professionals. I joined a large international search firm and was very fortunate to have grown my career with them. Through time, started placing all levels of accounting and finance professionals with small to mid-sized business owners, as well as large corporations. And when I started BullsEye Recruitment, that was 11 years ago. And so now I work as a specialist with individual business owners, hiring managers for small to mid-sized private companies.
Oh, that's great. So tell us, is there something that people or managers should know before they begin to work with someone like yourself?
Great question.
Do I just phone you up and then we're just like, is it that easy, or do I need to, have a good idea on budget or those kind of things?
Yeah, fantastic question. So just start with calling me. We can work together on understanding what the budget is for the position, but more so in working with hiring companies, I find, and individuals in doing the hiring, it's more a matter of three things: clarity, competency, and commitment. And so for a hiring manager or a company, it's important to understand, what the vision, mission, and values of the company are, understand what the job technical requirements are, as well as the personality values or character values that will fit. And then, of course, understanding that there's a commitment from both parties, that it is about career growth and personal development, as well as what the company requirements are for return on investment and for growth of the company.
Okay, that's really important. I love it, the 3 C's.
For sure.
So is that what you would consider as your framework or your system to really help these companies attract the right people?
Absolutely, Lisa. It's imperative that we can't lead people blindly through their careers, right? So as a business owner, it's important for not only us to have vision as to what we want for our company and the goals that have to align, but we want our people to have that too when they join us. And so if we can go to the market and bring that to the table with a new hire, we can definitely direct them in the path that's necessary for company growth and individual growth.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I want to touch on something else that you are. You are a certified behavioral consultant.
Correct.
Tell us what that is.
Yeah. So Lisa, the certified behavioral consultant I utilize a tool called DISC. And DISC is dominant, influencer, steady, and compliant. And basically it's a personality behavioral system. So we understand people's motivators, their communication styles, and that helps us in determining who's the right fit for each position. So when I started the company, I started with the tagline, hit the mark with BullsEye Recruitment, finding the right people the first time. And so by utilizing technology and utilizing the DISC assessment, it really helps to bring the character to the forefront, their communication styles and their behaviors.
And I think that's so important. I think probably a lot of businesses really overlook that key element when they're hiring, and sometimes maybe hire out of desperation or just needing to fill those jobs without actually taking the time to go through the whole process. So I'm sure the value there is huge, and probably attracting long-term employees versus, say, with high turnover.
With high turnover, yeah. One of the, well, not one, but one of the number one issues in turnover is when I'm interviewing people, and I interview thousands of people in a year. And so as I'm going through those discussions, the number one reason people leave their job is because of the direct relationship with their supervisor. So when you anticipate that that's, say, 70%, 75% of the reason why people change, if we can address that at the beginning of the hire and understand the different communication styles, the behavior, now that's critical, obviously,
yes.
right? So the other component to that is that the supervisor shouldn't take this personally, because it also matters that the company maybe isn't achieving their goals. Nobody knew that we were going to be faced with a pandemic and that the companies had to switch directions and the goals were no longer in alignment with what the hiring manager maybe told the new hire. So understanding communication and motivation behaviors at the beginning, we can work around some of those issues that maybe come up.
This is so important. So if you are planning on hiring or looking to grow your team, you need to get in contact with Trevor. So how do they best get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Direct dial, you can call me at 403-264-2242 or at BullsEyeRecruitment.com.
Thank you so much. And stay tuned for our next segment. We're talking about why you need a recruitment service. That's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in with us. Make sure to click subscribe on this channel so you never miss an update, as well as you can follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, because we've got great new content being released every day.